Hannah, can you talk about the crypto community in Ukraine? Because I was a little bit surprised to hear just how much it was growing in the past few years. And up until this point, it was really seen as another crypto hub.
Yes, there is this rich connection to technology there. A lot of experienced developers are based in places like Kiev, and it is really amazing to see how they've come together to put together these, relief initiatives. So it's exciting to see, a country with such a rich history, a rich connection, and that's been a great hub for crypto startups come together through what is a very difficult time.
And Ilya, jump in here because, as Hannah just mentioned, there is the relief portion of this, but also the resistance portion of this. How are you and your colleagues sort of using crypto to fight back against what is being lodged against Ukrainians in the region?
Yeah, so I think there's kind of definitely two separate things. We started Unchained Fund specifically to focus on humanitarian needs. A lot of people are, dislocated from their places. There's a lot of, for example, homeless kids, from the shelter who've been moved right now out of Kharkiv, right, evacuated, who need help, who need food, who need kind of hygiene, and so that's a specific fund that's being collected. At the same time, kind of because of the large crypto community and the flexibility that crypto offers, is a lot of people kind of stepped up to support their friends and colleagues and kind of relatives to equip them, because there is actually hundreds of thousands of people who signed up to defend the country, right? It is colleagues, it is friends, it is relatives for many people, including for me. And so many of them, like the supply chain for military was not designed to achieve that, right? They need, protection, they need cars, they need kind of some of the equipment. And so kind of crypto became a really fast way to move money around, to support them on the spot, to be able to buy kind of this equipment for them. And again, this is all defense equipment that protects lives for those people who are actually there on the line of fire.
And Ilya, considering how fast things are moving on the ground, how are you communicating with those people who are, in the line of fire about what they need? Have there been any issues getting in contact with them, and how quickly are you having to adapt and change what it is that you're getting to them?
Yeah, so it's surprisingly been kind of internet mostly worked, and so we use various kind of instant messengers, preferring Signal. Or kind of private Telegram, trying to pretty much preserve security of the operation as well. Because of this, we're able to be pretty kind of quick on reaction. Like people, for example, somebody needs a car because they're broke down, which happens all the time, given the kind of current times. And so being able to kind of almost like crowdfund some funding to buy a car on the spot right there has been very powerful. And obviously, on the other side, a lot of people are accepting crypto, even for larger suppliers who even Ministry of Defense is working with, right? And I have seen that Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation mentioned over 60% of suppliers are that they're dealing with accepting crypto as well. And so we see kind of crypto acceptance at high because it also allows to really move quickly. Which is kind of fundamental at this kind of times.
Well, and considering, Hannah, considering what Ilya just outlined there, I mean, do you see this really as a turning point for mass adoption of crypto, considering sort of how it's being used in times of war? I wonder if you feel like this could be a turning point that people are going to be factoring in the years to come.
Yeah, no, I think it's shown a very important use case for crypto, especially during times of conflict when there is financial instability. I've talked to investors, I've talked to other people in the industry who say that this is a turning point and that it adds a sort of legitimacy to crypto that wasn't there before.
Even considering some of the concerns that are out there about Russians potentially using them to evade sanctions, Hannah?
Yes, I mean, if you talk to really diehard crypto supporters, they would say that that viewpoint is overblown, that it's incorrect, and that crypto is the tool here to use. But of course, there are concerns about avoiding sanctions and also scams. I have talked to people where they've actually donated crypto to efforts that aren't exactly legitimate.